lot of people seem to think that the idea of harvesting trees is not a good one. People don't like to see trees cut down because they think that when they're cut down, they just get left and nothing of any use ever comes out of it. They also don't like for the forest or the woods to be cut because one, they think it will mess up their hunting, and two, they think they just like the way that the forest looks, so they don't want it to be cut. My name is John Hodges, and I hope that over the next few minutes that I can persuade you that it is a good idea to harvest mature timber. And there are 3 specific reasons that I think it is a good idea. These reasons are: trees have a specific lifespan, harvesting trees helps the economy, and harvesting trees can help the environment. Number 1, trees are like humans. They are living, breathing, growing organisms. Also like humans, they have a specific lifespan. Pine trees, which are softwoods, or oak trees and maple trees, which are hardwoods, they differ. Pine tree can have a 30 to 35 year lifespan, where an oak tree or a maple tree can have anywhere from 100 year to 400 year lifespan. But once they pass their given lifespan, they lose their effectiveness. They also become fire hazard. If they pass their given lifespan and they die, they can get hit by lightning and that can start fires. And also they can fall in the forest and just lay there, and when the fire comes, then they provide fuel for the fire. So they need to be harvested at a mature age so they can be most effective. Also, harvesting trees helps the economy. When the homeowner hires the logger to cut his timber, there are jobs created there and jobs are kept. Also, when the logger sells the timber to the sawmill, there are more jobs, and then the sawmill makes lumber and sells to the building industry, or the wood gets sold for fuel. Either way, there are jobs created and jobs held. Also, the economy and the housing business seems to go hand in hand. So if there's plenty of trees, if plenty of lumber gets cut, and the housing and the building industry is up, usually the economy is good. If you've noticed over the last few years, the housing building industry hasn't been very good, therefore the economy hasn't been very good. Also, a lot of people don't know, but if trees don't get harvested, then they miss out on a lot of everyday things that they rely on in their life. Things like HD TV screens, women's makeup, and also women's perfume. They are all products of timber being harvested. All of these things come from trees and they're made out of trees. So if timber does not get harvested, then people lose out on a lot of the everyday things that they rely on in their lifetime. Also, money is generated when mature timber is harvested. Money to the homeowner, money to the sawmill, and that just keeps the economy going around. Also, harvesting trees helps the environment. If you've ever ridden down a road or been driving down the road and you see a group of a forest of trees or a patch of woods, if you notice that the top or the canopy is grown together, it is real dark in there and nothing is growing. But if you go in there and you take out half of the trees, or about half of the trees, that opens up that top and allows undergrowth to grow in there. And it also allows, the undergrowth allows animals to have food, and the undergrowth also provides shelter for animals so they can live. Also, when they cut out part of the timber, that gives the hunters on the hunting clubs, that gives them a place to plant food plots and also provide shooting lanes so the hunting is easier. Also, trees are a renewable resource. As long as you cut down trees and replant trees, then you will always have a resource for building and for fuel. So to conclude this speech, I hope that I have been able to persuade you that harvesting mature timber is not only a good idea, but it is a necessary one in order to keep everything, the whole cycle, going. Because trees need to be harvested at a mature age, and when they are, they help the economy by conserving jobs and helping money to be passed along, and they help the environment by providing a renewable resource and by clearing out forests so animals have places to eat and to live.